action, action. Lights, camera, action. Let's go. Lights, camera, action, action. Pop up a little, pop up a little.
Hi, I'm Mark Ramsey. Recently I was contacted by a broadcaster from Australia, and he said, I want to do a video Q&A with you. And I said, great, why? And he said, well, it's for our CD grad school. And I said, your what? And he said, our CD grad school. And I said, what's the CD grad school? I mean, is it a certificate of deposit grad school? Is it a compact disc grad school? He said, no, it's a content director grad school. Content director grad school. Because in his group, and I'm talking about Southern Cross Austereo in Australia, in his group, the program directors are called content directors because they recognize that the job of the person in charge of content is to be in charge of content across all platforms and in all facets of the brand. That ultimately the brand lives everywhere. The brand doesn't just live over the air. Don't talk to me about ratings, don't talk to me about incentives. Let's talk about the brand, because ultimately that's what people are interested in. That brand lives everywhere. That brand is about, in its broadest sense, content, not programming in the sense of selector, right? Content across all platforms. This gentleman, Craig Bruce, is head of content for Southern Cross Austereo. So for Craig, we did a CD grad school Q&A session. And it makes me wonder, why hasn't that notion penetrated to the US yet? I know about content directors in Canada, I know about content directors in Australia and other countries as well. But in the US, not so much. People have said to me, look, who cares what they're called, right? Program directors, content director, it doesn't matter, you know, slap a different label on it. No, you don't understand. The idea of labeling someone a content director isn't simply a label, it's an expectation. And unless you raise that expectation to cover all platforms and all content across those platforms, the expectation remains focused where it began back, I don't know, 40 years ago, on the air. Program director. So consider that when you poo-poo the idea of content director. Consider that when you dismiss the notion that content matters across platforms. Remember that while it may not matter to you, other countries are a fair step ahead.